deal with rejections. It hits us very hard. You know, you give your all, and then tomorrow the guy comes and says, I know do it again. I mean, it dazes you. Hello, friend, and welcome to Christy Corner with Juddy, where I share my personal thoughts based on biblical principles. On today's episode, we'll continue our conversation on single and whole. And today we are looking at a very interesting topic, dealing with rejections. Now, if you belong to the we ride and die gang, like me, dealing with rejections can be a very tough one. For me, I don't easily love. I don't easily leave my heart. But when I do love, I love with everything. So, and I do not see challenges in relationships as reasons for you to run. I just see it like, okay, how do we navigate around this and come out of it? But some people are not like that. So for some of us who love really hard, it's usually very difficult to deal with rejections. It hits us very hard. You know, you give your all, and then tomorrow the guy comes and says, I know do it again. I mean, it dazes you. It dazes you. It knocks you off balance. So how do we handle rejections? That's what we want to discuss today. And I hope this will bless you. Now, just so we get this right, even single Christians are not immune from rejections when we talk about relationships. Okay, so let's dive into this. I had to write this down. Okay, for us to dive into this conversation on rejections, let's first talk about that idea when someone is catching feeling for someone who has no feelings for them. Okay, I don't know if you've been there. There you are liking somebody, or you are beginning to like somebody more than just friends, but the other person is not catching the same feeling that you're catching. So here you are, you're getting close to that sister or brother who's a member of your local church or someone in your fellowship, and because of that closeness, you start to catch feelings, so you start to like the person more than a friend, and you think that there is likely something between the two of you. You announce to yourself, convince yourself, believe within yourself that the both of you are actually an item and you have actually started a relationship. Meanwhile, this other person has no clue that you are already on a mission to torture yourself in believing in something he has no idea about. Obviously, you are the only one in that relationship because he or she is not in it with you. Okay? And then you go about telling people that he rejected me or she rejected me. You know, by the time it comes out and maybe you start that conversation and he says, no, I'm not actually having any feelings. I see you as my sister, or I see you as my brother, and you go, you're rejecting me. Brother, sister, there was no rejection actually. It never happened. The truth is that you are the one who created and gave birth to that rejection because there was actually no rejection. Okay, so I'm going to share this story. This is a true life story. I was in a fellowship with other women, and one of us who was a coordinator shared the story of how she and her ministers had to handle a case of where a sister was accusing a brother of misleading her and rejecting her to now want to marry another sister. So in that conversation or the counseling session they had, she asked the lady, has he ever proposed to you? She answered no. She asked the lady, have the two of you ever had any sexual intercourse or sexual relationship? She said no. She said, so where is this idea that both of you are in a relationship and he has dumped you or jilted you for this other person? And the sister said, I've been very close to him. We talk a lot. I cook for him. I give him financial support. We are close. Everybody knows that we are close. So with all of that, how can he tell me that he was not in a relationship with me? And the brother said, because I was fond of you as my sister in the Lord. You know, it got to a heated argument and the lady was really furious. And she said to everyone that was there at that meeting that she's going to dump her Bible and that she would deal with that brother. That it's no longer Christianity or leaving it in the hands of God. That she would take actions. That she would go to her village and she would show this guy that if he insisted on marrying that sister, that they will never hear the cry of a baby. This pastor was like, what? Are you out of your mind? Have you forgotten that you're a Christian? Besides, you are my choir leader. And she said, hey, leave that one. I will deal with you. Maybe you want to.